Hey guys, it's Brugas here, and in this video I'll talk about my strategy for basically all the dungeons existing in the Dragonheir Silent Gods. And my strategy is pretty simple, but there is something you have to know before we jump to this strategy, and you definitely have to just throw one eye over the heroes. I personally didn't do it when I started playing the game, just because there was a lot of dopamine hits with getting extra rewards, leveling up, going to the new zone, and I was focusing over the goblin lair, and I didn't care for any other instance till I hit the point that my level was good, but the boss is basically destroying me. That's why that was the moment where I start actually looking over my heroes and actually start thinking, okay, which hero should I actually use? So you have to have idea what your heroes is up for. I would say a couple of good heroes in my opinion. First of all, Forage is very good hero. He can be applied to basically everywhere. Everywhere, he don't have any specific place he can actually hit. He hit all the map, and the spells is putting some debuffs. Dealing damage has 50% chance to dispel one buff, for example, buff prohibition and stuff like this. You get the idea. Just this hero is very good. One of the best epic in my opinion. But if you don't have epic, because yeah, let's be honest, epic heroes is really hard to be get, you can go with Sigrid. I think Sigrid is a legendary hero in the rares and I use her everywhere. Sigrid is one of my best heroes, and that the reason she's one of my best heroes is because she provides so much, basically so much, especially with her ultimate. First of all, her ultimate gets 25% ultimate energy when she kill or maybe some mob with the buff die. This very important because the ultimate is insane. Let's put the details. 820 attack poison damage to the enemy with inflicted with debuffs. So if the enemy is having debuff, she will do 820% attack. Also adding this healing prohibition, which is 100%. So everything she hit and apply this healing prohibition, this thing is not going to get any healing. And attack penalty, and this attack penalty is pretty big, it's 50%. So if you have some struggles with the bosses that is doing huge amount of damage on a specific spells, of course I will jump in the strategy to show you what I mean. But if you have this type of enemy, just remember Sigrid has 50% reducing the attack. And if you have enemies that is getting some healing, we're going to also see this type of chief battles. They're not going to get any healing. So this so far for Sigrid, I just want to mention that because she's one of the heroes you're going to use everywhere. If you're a free-to-play player like me, definitely Sigrid is your main weapon in all the battles. And of course she have a passive for healing prohibition, 75% chance to hit healing prohibition, but here's for 5 seconds. It's not so much. Anyway, let's continue. You have to know all your heroes, what kind of spells they actually have, what is the upside, downside. For example, Wowa, she have this attack penalty, 50% chance to silence for 5 seconds, and this silence will build over time and will break the enemy cycles. That's why I actually think she's very good for the arena, just because when you make enemy wait 5 seconds to cast their spells, this 5 seconds is going to add in every iteration of the enemy hero's cast spell. So at the end, you may fire up like 8 times your spell, and the enemy just fire up like 5 times or 6 times. So a very important spell. So when you have idea what hero can actually do, one of my new collection or new heroes that I actually level up right now is Fitz, and this is his transfer all alias debuffs to the hero. Each successful transfer getting additional healing. Absolutely insane rare. And if you have battles like Curse of Wrath, you definitely want to have some hero that is going to transfer all this poison damage to himself and actually get healing in result of that. But anyway, this is enough for the heroes. When you have some idea for your heroes, it's time to jump over maybe let's say a couple things about the gear. Definitely want to focus on the different status. Your main heroes, the DPS heroes, should do DPS, critical damage, attack boost. You get the idea. Healers should healing and stuff like this, but you have to definitely have some kind of gear and try to build your gear, because the gear and level go hand to hand. If you have high level, you're going to face high level mobs. But if you don't have gear, these high level mobs are always going to kill you. So definitely keep this in mind, that you have to boost your gear. So this is so far for the heroes, and when you already know your heroes, let's jump to the dungeons. Now here for the Goblin Lair, you're going to need area of effect heroes. Period. This is it. I mean, this is not a boss fight that this strategy is going to apply. This is just Goblin Lair. And from there, now here we have boss fight, templates of domain, if I remember, boss fight. All the rest is basically a boss fights. These 4 things. This is for gear, this is for leveling up your heroes. So maybe I'll go for, I don't know, for which, maybe Grave of Curse. Let's go, Grave of Curse. Let's fast travel. We're going to make one battle just to explain to people how this strategy work. Oh, let's get this thing, extra stuffs. I really don't go over the map and collect these stuffs, it's just wasting time for me, but anyway, some people may actually do it. So let's challenge this one. It's level 95, so yeah, he's a high level. Of course we have level 90, so okay, so from here let's start the battle. Yeah, let's directly just start the battle. Here I don't use tank because he's not doing so much damage, and it's pointless for me to go for Hogrit or Hogrus. Oh my god, Horus. Horus. It's pointless for me because he's going to do less damage. From other side, Quina is a quest that is going to do pretty decent amount of damage. So let's start the battle and actually explain you what I mean by that. So currently I know, let's see the spells the boss actually have. First, always know what spells the boss actually have. 30% attack up and damage bonus for 80 seconds. The other one is necrotic damage to the current enemy, basically this one. But she is healing herself for like 12,000, so no one actually care. Deals necrotic damage to all enemies, covering 160% of the damage dealt to hero's shield for 20 seconds. Now this is an issue here on this extra shield. And so far, how we're going to prevent this extra attack up and damage bonus and attack up? So I'm going to stop my Sigrid right now, and I wait till the spell come here, and then I'm going to fire up. Okay, use Sigrid now, and we have attack penalty. So he's going to do less damage. That means he's not going to get this big shield. Like you see, the shield was pretty low, and this is because we actually have this this thing that is reducing the attack. And by one iteration, your Sigrid will always fire up before he actually gets his shield. This is one of my tips, and one of the strategy is find a hero that is going to fire up on the specific moments. And of course, look the hero casting bar, because my questa is very good, but in the same time she actually reduced the energy of the enemy. And like this, it's little hard to precisely point at this point. I want my Sigrid to fire up, so the enemy attack is going to be lower, and he's going to get less attack and less shield like this, because it's damage based shield, and if you do low damage, the shield is going to be less effective. And like you see now, right now, even my shield absorbed his damage, so he didn't even get a shield. And this is because my other hero is actually Frost one, and with attack penalty and with the shield on me, he's not going to get anything. Look right now, boom, no shield, because he didn't even broke my shield right now. So this is one of the strategy, and basically my strategy, just very good know what kind of spells the enemy is having, and before the enemy is casting his spell, you can actually go for and do, maybe I'll go some other bosses, maybe. Okay, let's challenge again, and here is going to be the second hero. First of all, wait your secret. Maybe this is some tips for this instance. Wait your secret, and I'm going to show you one other hero that is very important. Okay, we can fire up secret. Like you see, my epic one is going to prevent buff prohibition, and right now he's not going to get this thing here. Oh, I think he was going to get it. Yeah, he get it. So in case like this, I'm going to lower my hero. Forgot his name. Okay, I'm going to wait a little, and just before he casts his spell, right now I'm going to use my spell, and he have buff prohibition, and he's not going to get this extra 30% attack up and damage bonus. In this type of fights, you can actually go and basically coordinate your fight in general, but it's going to be very hard for auto attacking if you're not here and your heroes is firing up when their charge is full, and you don't find these cycles on the boss attacking, you can actually die. So this is not so good strategy for auto attacks, because yeah, if you have to catch a specific spell on the specific moment, this is not so good strategy. This is a strategy if you have struggles with one boss and you want to kill him and you want to prevent him from casting whatever you want. So yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next amazing video.